How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So what we're doing is we are working with positive businesses in the community to talk about meaningful work. So I'm glad you're here. So tell us a little bit about what you do here in Claremont and where you're located.
So I'm the executive director of the Central Florida Dreamplex. We're a nonprofit here in Claremont that specializes in offering fitness, recreation, and sports options for those with physical disabilities or intellectual disabilities.
Okay. And where are you located?
So we're at 2400 South Highway 27 here in Claremont, and that is in the same building complex as Graffiti Junction, so the building right next to the Harley-Davidson dealership.
So you work with people who have disabilities, and is that children, is that adults?
We serve all ages, so we have classes for infants and toddlers, and then we have members in their 70s and 80s that come and work out at our facility.
Okay.
So all ages.
Great. And I know there's a lot of, especially here in Claremont, there's a lot of physical therapy offices here. So tell us how you are different, what type of programs that you offer.
We just have a unique space and equipment that our therapists that can use our space and different venues that they can use. So an indoor rock wall, a big foam pit. We have wheelchair accessible strength and cardio equipment that no one in our area has. So really it's just a unique piece of equipment and environment that we can offer that kind of sets us apart.
And because we're focusing on the topic, doing meaningful work, tell us how do you connect with the community to do meaningful work? Tell us about the services, specifically like the classes.
Sure. So throughout the day, like I said, we rent our space to different therapy groups. So any therapy group is actually able to rent space from us to be able to utilize our equipment if they would like to do that for a patient of theirs. So during the day, there's a lot of therapy going on, pediatric physical, speech, and occupational therapy. We also have ABA therapy groups or behavioral therapy groups use our space. Music therapy groups use our space. We also do our recreational therapy classes in the afternoon and evening. So those are classes for those with a disability or a special need. We offer cheerleading, taekwondo, gymnastics, ballet and hip-hop dance classes. We do adaptive Zumba and yoga classes. We have a homeschool PE class as well on Wednesday afternoons. And then we do different sports clinics throughout the year. So we don't do competitive sports, we just offer skill clinics so that they can learn the fundamentals of each sport.
How did you get started? How did you become involved? Were you there at the beginning?
I have been a part of it since the beginning. So we're actually owned by Central Florida Pediatric Therapy Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that started in 2010. That is led by my mother, Amy. She is a pediatric physical therapist, and so she has seen kids in our area for 30 plus years now, and they have really, as they've aged, they've grown out of school and out of her therapy care. And her and her business partner at the time, Renee, saw the lack of opportunities for those with disabilities, whether that was to stay physically active, to stay socially engaged, and to have interaction with their peers, and for job training and employment. And so that's really where she came up with the idea to have the sports facility that would serve those with special needs or those that have a physical disability. UCF is a great advocate for us. Any sport clinic that we offer, I've been able to work with them to send student athletes to assist us as volunteer buddies. So we've had the men's and women's basketball teams, I should say, come and join us at our basketball clinics. We've had the men's and women's soccer teams join us. We even had the UCF football team come to one of our clinics for football. So they're a big supporter of us, and we definitely appreciate having them be a part of it. But there are volunteer groups from all sorts of organizations throughout Claremont that have assisted us. We work a lot with Montverde Academy. Real Life Christian Church has been great to us. So always looking for those partnerships to kind of expand on what we do.
That's wonderful. So Cameron, you partner with the Special Olympics. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So we partner with Special Olympics Lake County. They're really how we got started with our cheerleading squad, a big part of it. So they reached out to us because they were actually starting cheerleading for Special Olympics, and we had a cheerleading class that was going on. But we wanted a squad that was going to be able to perform and compete at different locations. So once they got started, they reached out to some of their contacts, and that really helped grow our class quite a bit. So our cheerleading squad will perform at Special Olympics competitions. We're also just now starting gymnastics through Special Olympics as well. So we've had gymnastics as a class for a while, but those that want to compete in Special Olympics and do it as a competition are able to move on now and do that instead of just as a class. So that's actually going to be this coming Sunday. Will be their first competition. We also host the Young Athletes program in our facility, which is for the age 2 to 7, I believe it is. So yeah, we're looking at adding some new sports to continue to grow that partnership with them.
So Cameron, if people wanted to join, what is the age group that they can start, like from how young to how old?
We serve all ages. We have classes for infants and toddlers, and we have members in their 70s and 80s that come in to work out. So most of our classes will be ages 4 to maybe 40, and we split them up by age group when appropriate.
Okay, and how much is membership? How much is it to join?
So there's a few different options. If you do just one class at a time, it comes out to about $10 a class, which is a 30 to 45 minute class. But if there's multiple things that a child or an adult is doing, we have a $50 a month membership that includes everything. And so for those that need assistance, though, we do have scholarships available that can cover at least partial or all of their membership. So that's where our fundraising and grants and things like that come in to help those who need that assistance.
So tell me about your fundraising events. When are they? Like what month is it coming up?
So we do 2 big fundraisers a year. Actually it's next weekend, September 30th is our big fundraising gala, and Tim Tebow is our guest speaker this year. So we're holding that at the Claremont Arts and Recreation Center.
I heard of it.
Yeah. So that's a big one. That'll be our biggest one to date. We'll have about 450 people there for that. And then we actually just this year in the spring we started doing a farm to table event out at Lake Catherine Blueberry Farm in Groveland, and so we plan to do that again in the springtime. That I believe was in April last year. So.
Wow, that's really nice. And if people wanted to find out more information about you and the type of programs that you offer.
Sure. So it's best to follow us on Facebook. Just search Central Florida Dreamplex, or you can go to our website cfldreamplex.com, or you can reach us by phone at 352-404-4085.
All right. Well, Cameron, thank you so much for being here. I really
me.
appreciate it, and appreciate the difference that you are making in the community. It's really nice.
Appreciate it. Just want to say thank you to Lilies on the Lake for having me out to talk about the Dreamplex today. We opened around the same time in 2015, so it's been great to see the growth that we've each had over the last couple of years. So thank you again, Vernika, and hope to do this again soon.
Yeah, thanks for being here.